Hola mis amores, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do a soft glam makeup look, and this makeup is kind of like the Instagram baddie, you know, that kind of makeup look. I really like it, it's really nice. Let's get started. I'm gonna start off with primer, and I'm using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and I absolutely love this primer right now. It's one of my favorites. This primer makes my pores disappear. It just makes my foundation look beautiful. When I got this, I really thought I wasn't gonna be able to finish all of it, and I'm almost done with it. The way that I like to apply this primer is usually I put most of it on my T-zone area, and I put it mostly a lot of it on my upper cheeks because that's where my pores are really huge and you can really see them. Also, like on top of between my mouth and my nose and on my chin. So those are my favorite places to put them on, and then I kind of just fade it out to the rest of my face. I also put a decent amount on my nose. While I let my primer absorb into my skin, I'm going to be using this little palette from e.l.f. and it's called Bite Size Brow Palette in dark brown. Honestly, I'm not very impressed with this palette. I mean, it's okay. I do think it's great for beginners, and I also think it's good for like if you want something very like natural. So for foundation, I'm going to be using the Fit Me by Maybelline, and honestly, I grabbed the wrong finish. I was supposed to get the matte one, but I grabbed the Dewy+Smooth instead, and I'm gonna use a sponge to blend this out. I usually use my foundation to carve my brows at the top. I use concealer to carve my brows at the bottom, and look at that coverage. I love this foundation right now. This is supposed to be for normal to dry skin. My skin is oily, and I have tried this foundation like 3 times already, and I have to say I was kind of impressed because even though my skin is oily, it doesn't make my skin look extra oily. Like, it stays all day and it looks very beautiful on the skin. I don't know what's up with that, but I like it. This is one of the foundations that I've really been in love with lately, and I don't know, who knows, it might replace my L'Oreal that I usually use, but only time's gonna tell. So for my concealers, I'm going to be using 2 concealers, and I'm going to be using the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer and the color light ivory, and then I'm going to be using the Fit Me by Maybelline in the color vanilla. So I'm going to be using the two of them under my eyes, and then I'm going to be using the next one on my eyelid. I will put the lighter one in my T-zone, on my nose, my chin, and I'm going to use a sponge to blend this out. So I'm going to be baking my under eyes, and I'm going to be using the Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. It's in the color Fair, and this is what I'm going to use to bake. I just take a little bit like this, and I usually leave it like this, and then I just take it off. I don't leave it for like a really big amount of time, just because I don't want it to be like super like, you know, on your face. I want it to be bright, but not like overwhelmingly bright. I really like to press it into my skin so it stays put. And then for the rest of my face, I'm just going to be using the Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the color Light. My bronzer, I'm just going to be using the Beaute Bronzer Paradies. And I usually mix these 2 colors right here, and that's how I use them. The way that you want to do your bronzer, you want everything to connect from your forehead to your hollows of your cheek to your jawline, and then from your temples coming into your eyes straight down into your nose. That's how we're gonna make that soft glam because everything just connects and flow very smoothly. So for my blush, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Primer Infused Blush, Always Rosy. This blush is gorgeous. I just recently bought this blush not too long ago, and this blush, it's so beautiful. It looks so beautiful on the skin. I have to show you guys because this is beautiful. In the camera, it does show lighter than in the pan, but this blush is so pretty, so pretty. I love it. I'm just gonna apply my blush mostly at the top of my cheekbones, not so much at the front, just kind of staying in one spot up there. And I will put a little bit on my nose, but just like a dab. For my highlighter, I'm gonna be using the Wet n Wild Megaglo in the color Precious Petals. And this highlighter, it's so pretty. Everything that I'm using is gonna be on the description down below. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can see that, but it's so pretty. It's just so gorgeous. Then I'm going to be applying some in the middle of my nose and my cupid's bow. Okay, now we're gonna move into the eyes, and it's gonna be super simple. And I'm gonna show you why it's gonna be so simple. Because I'm gonna be connecting everything that we use in our face to our eyes. But I'm also gonna be using this palette right here from e.l.f. and is the Matte from Matte eyeshadow palette. So the first thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna take the two colors that we used earlier for the bronzer. So I'm gonna take this color first and then this one. And basically what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be connecting it from my nose up into my crease and outside like that. So it just flows. So taking the first color, first colors that I went in with was the top one, and that's how I connected it together. Now we're gonna use the second one, and we're just gonna use it to deepen up that crease. And now I'm gonna be using the shadow from this palette, and I'm just gonna be using this shadow because I wanted to just blend in at the top just so it won't be any harsh lines. And I'm just gonna be using it so everything can just, you know, go smoothly. And I'm just gonna be putting it right here and just blending it out. And now I'm gonna be using the blush, and I'm gonna actually use this to put on my lid. I'm not gonna cut crease or anything like with the concealer or anything like that. I'm just gonna put it directly on my lid. Then I'm just gonna take that same blush and I'm just put it under my eyes. So now I'm just gonna put some lashes on, and I'm gonna be using these lashes right here, and these are from Kiss. I do not know. The only number that it says here is 11 because I threw away the paper that it came with, so I'm not sure, but this is what they look like. They came in a pack of 5. While my lashes dry, I'm gonna put my lips on. So I'm gonna be using the Beaute Vaulte lip liner, and this is in the shade Kozy Kira. And then I'm gonna be using the lip gloss from Hard Candy Glosstopia in the color, it's called Shears to Cherry, and this is what it looks like. It's super pretty, but it mostly looks clear. I absolutely love this lip gloss. Literally make my lip look so juicy and glossy. Look at this. Look at this. Like, it's beautiful. This is the final look. I hope you guys really like it. I enjoy making this video. I love the finished product, like how it looks. But if you have any comments or if you have any questions, please leave them down below. Please like the video, give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe. Click that notification bell so you can get notified every time I post. So I'll see you guys in the next time. Mwah. Be happy and smile.